Alright everyone, so in this video we're going to be going over the review of the Galaxy A14 5G's camera. I've been using this for about 5 days now, give or take, and I've really been enjoying this actually. I don't think the video is too much of an improvement from the Galaxy A13 5G, but as far as the photography goes, it's actually really good. It has great saturation, great color, very clear, and even in low light it takes some pretty decent photos. And obviously you guys seen my comparison between the A13 5G and A14. It has much less noise in low light photos as well, so that's one of the things that I like about this. But first and foremost, I just want to go ahead and show you our camera and what we have inside of here. So obviously we have our portrait mode, which kind of gives you like a blurred background, and you guys can actually choose how blurred you want the background to be as well, with a 1:5 or a 1:7 scale right here. Let's go ahead and put that back on 3. We also have our normal photo, our 2x zoom, and we can zoom up to 10 times as well. So that is the farthest we go with our zoom. Now for a video, we can either shoot in full HD 1080p 30 frames per second or 720p 30 frames per second. We have 9:16, we have 1:1, and we have full mode for our aspect ratios. We also can use flash when we're recording, and we have our magic wand that gives you certain filters and certain smoothness for your face. It's kind of like a beauty mode. Now in more, we can see our pro mode right here, which gives you of course the grid lines and all of that type of stuff. You can go ahead and change the aperture, the white balance, and all that stuff on here if you guys know how to use an actual DSLR. It's kind of like an emulated version of that. We also have our macro version, which I don't really like too much. I don't think it actually performs too well. We're going to show you a few samples of that in a second. We also have our panorama mode, and that's pretty self-explanatory. We also have our night mode, we have our food mode, we have slow motion on here, and of course hyperlapse. And if you guys don't know already, we have AR zone on here, which lets you make your own little Samsung character, and you can make them into little avatars as well as emoji stickers, which is pretty cool. Another thing for the photo, we have a timer which we can go from 2 to 10 seconds. So we just click the timer right here, click 2 seconds, boom, then it takes your photo. So that's pretty much all we have inside of the camera application. We do have a few other things that you guys can change under here. Pretty much the basic settings that we have on every Samsung device. But I actually do have some photos and I do have some video tests on here that I want to show you guys in a second. And let me know what you guys think about these photos and videos. 1080p 30 frames per second test right here. This is how it looks. The mic, from what I've heard so far, is actually pretty loud. But this is how it looks. Now this is the rear facing camera, 1080p 30 frames per second. This is the highest it goes up to, by the way. So there's no 4K or there's no 60 frames per second. And I'm not mad at that, because some of the things that I've seen from entry-level devices are just really bad. So I'm not mad at this. For $200, I don't think it's terrible. I think of course you can get a much better camera in a device on something that's like Amazon renewed, like the Galaxy S10 Plus or the Galaxy S10e for around $200. Of course you'll have a better camera experience, but the software is just not going to be there. We're going to go ahead and try out 2x zoom as well. That's 2x zoom. We're going to go and zoom in 10 times right here. This is 4, 2, and of course 1. So that is how it looks. Stabilization looks to be okay so far. Let me know what you guys think. Alright guys, so those were the photos and video samples on the Galaxy A14 5G. I believe the rear facing camera, as far as like video recording, didn't really improve much from the Galaxy A13 5G, as well as the selfie video. If you do see an improvement, let me know in the comment section down below. I would love to know your opinion. I would say that the low light photos, like I said before, were improved. There's much less noise in them, much less smoothness as far as like the software. It kind of made it look like your face was like in beauty mode. It made it a little bit more smooth in low light. They didn't do this on this one, which I really like. It kept our natural skin tones as well, so definitely liked it about this. But every other photo, taking a look at the selfie camera and the rear facing camera, was really good in my opinion. I think the colors were true to life, very punchy, and I think they were very clear as well. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I think the camera did improve, and I think the camera for $199 unlocked is actually pretty acceptable. So pretty adequate camera right here. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. This has been Safon from TechRight. Peace out, Tech Gang.